Sie hören Sport und Musik.
Das Spiel ist aus! Deutschland ist Weltmeister!
Mario Götze! Mario Götze!
Tonight, whether you call it football, or soccer, a German American and a German in America dare to call it Fußball. German Fußball from an American point of view. Let's add some buns to that hamburger and join them for the Schnitzel Boys Deutschland Hour.
Yeah, let's add some buns to that hamburger.
Hamburger.
Oh, man. One of the big misnomers, by the way,
What?
people thinking hamburgers are from Hamburg, Germany. They're not really from Hamburg, Germany. Because you're from Germany. You're from not too far from that. Did you grow up where was hamburger a German thing?
No.
No, it's
Frikadellen.
an American thing.
Frikadellen. But frikadellen are more like, they're more like meatloaf. You put a bunch of stuff in there. Hamburgers are just beef, right? In the normal, it's just ground beef. You put
Ground
some
beef
salt and
fried.
pepper. That's it.
Yeah.
A German meatball, a frikadelle, has some other stuff in it, some onions, and also a bunch of bread. That was always the joke. There was a joke in somebody ordering a frikadelle and then asking for a roll, for ein Brötchen, to go with it, and the guy says, "Oh, it's already in it."
Hey-o.
And then this, well, can I have another one then? And the guy said, "Well, it's also already in it."
You know what I learned? I learned a few months ago that Brötchen is a northern term, and south in Austria it's a Semmel.
Semmel, yep.
But then I learned recently, last week, that Berlin and Stuttgart both have their own name for it too. That isn't Brötchen or Semmel.
That's
The
true.
one from Berlin is long and weird. The one from Stuttgart's also really long and weird. For the life of me, I can't remember what they are. Do you know what they are?
I don't know what they are either. Well, because a Berliner is called a pancake. You know what we in the rest of the country call a Berliner, which is like basically a jelly donut, a German version of a jelly donut, powdered sugar. But in Berlin, they just call it a pancake, even though it's completely not pancake-like.
Oh.
But what is the Berliner word for Brötchen? I don't know. It's a
long thing. It's like 3 or 4 syllables. My teacher told it to me, and made me laugh.
Well, now I got to look it up.
Yeah, and then the one in Stuttgart's also long and weird. In the chat, if you know, let us know. This is the Germany Things Food Hour. Which is one of my favorite things.
We like to talk about. Oh, Wecken. There's also Wecken. That's what they call them in
Berlin.
I mean, they call them a Schrippe. Is that the Berlin? That's the Berlin.
Maybe it was kind of long. Like for a sandwich, like a long thing.
Okay.
You know what's funny about Wecken?
Eine Schrippe. Yeah, that's what I thought. A Schrippe, a Semmel, und ein Weckle. In Stuttgart ist ein Weckle.
Weckle, I think that's what I heard. But you know what's funny about Weckle? So Buffalo, New York has its own strong food culture, right? They got the buffalo wings.
Yep.
But they also have a sandwich called beef on weck.
Oh, I'm not familiar.
It's like an au jus. It's like roast beef put on a sandwich. You dip it in au jus sauce.
Sounds
it's
amazing.
A buffalo staple. You go, hey, can I get a beef on weck? And I wonder if that's from the old German Weckle.
I bet it is. I bet it is.
See, there you go. I'm learning. I love this language. You know what I was doing today in German class? I was, other than singing German children's Christmas songs, a nice student next to me, a linguistics grad student, American, asked what like erai is, because it's like what was the word? God, I wish what's the thing when you spill on your pants called, or spill on your shirt?
Spill on your shirt. Oh, kleckern.
Kleckern. She asked what Kleckerei is. That's what der Kleckerei.
Mm-hmm.
And erai.
Die Kleckerei.
Die Kleckerei, right? And erai is a very German thing. Schweinerei, Tublerei. There's the idea of a rye. It's a very German thing, but it's not an American thing at all.
Well, we have
American doesn't have that in the language.
We have Ari.
I guess what I was saying,
a bakery, a nunnery. It's the same thing.
Not. I would challenge that.
Okay. Challenge away.
You're not incorrect, but pretty much the way I explained it to her, and then challenge your ears, everybody. I'm about to swear.
Oh,
fuckery. Because you're right, Ari. But a bakery is like a place. A nunnery is a place. Kleckerei, Schweinerei, Weinerei. Like these aren't physical places. These are just the concept of it being a thing.
I
right?
see.
Would you agree or disagree? So
well,
you have to translate what Kleckerei.
It can be both. It can be both. I think
Right.
the term originates as describing a place, like a Schreinerei, for example, is a woodworking place, or a Bäckerei, or a
How would you define Schweinerei in English?
well, see, this is next level. I think, it's like, I think it is like fuckery in that sense. It's like, yeah, this is some, yeah, this is a Schweinerei means means an outrage,
yeah, like but it's a
terrible.
concept of being that exists in the ethos. It's not a physical location. So as far as English goes, I was thinking fuckery, maybe pageantry is kind of like an example of that. But the Ari thing is good, but that's like a patisserie. That's kind of like,
but
you have a more direct version of it. But there is an example of Erai, but it's related to like a concept that isn't related to a physical location. Just the idea of it, like fuckery. Like what's with the fuckery over there, right?
Right. Yeah, I think that's.
And that would be die Kleckerei. What was it again when you spell?
Die Kleckerei.
How would you define die Kleckerei?
Well, I don't know that I've used that word before. I think it's like,
it's in a German kid song as like making a mess with die Kleckerei.
Yeah, stop. Hör jetzt mal auf mit der Kleckerei. Yeah, I guess this is a way that you would put it in German. That it's like, this has to stop. This mess.
But that made me think that Erai has some examples, but it's an example that's very common in German and very uncommon in English.
Yeah, I think it's definitely more widely used. I would agree with you. The concept exists in both languages, but it's more widely used in German for sure.
Yeah, nunnery is a good one. But I guess it was originally related to a building of some sort.
Yeah, to a place. But I think that's true for the Ereis as well in German originally. But then it kind of morphed into this like, this is a whole thing. It's a whole thing. That's what it elevates something into a whole thing.
Yeah, you can be like, guck mal, die Kinder mit der Fußballerei.
Ja, mit der Fußballerei oder mit der Kinderei, mit der Schweinerei, die Kleckerei.
It's like an act of behaving in a sphere.
Yeah, like you're elevating, somebody's doing something and you're turning it into a thing. You're like, this is not just, you're not just doing this one time. This is a thing.
It's an ongoing.
Die Kleckerei. It's not like I'm spilling. It's not like I'm just spilling on myself. I'm a walking spillery.
Spillery, right? A spillery. I don't know what that is. Like and a Fußballerei is, look at you kids with your footballery.
With your
footballing around.
Yeah, exactly. Always just footballing around. Exactly.
So how would you describe Manuel Neuer's Positionsfehler? It was his Positionserei. Would you say that? Rumpelei, Patzerei.
His Patzerei or his his Patzerei.
Kicker, they said putzen, which is a word I had to ask my parents what it meant. Putzen means to mess up.
Yeah, hat gepatzt. And if he does that enough, then it's Patzerei.
It's a Patzerei. Manu Neuer mit seiner Patzerei.
Mit
Der hat
seiner
eine Patzerei, eine
Patzerei.
Wupper, der hat eine
Why
Patzerei
would
in
we
die
give him a new contract with his Patzerei?
with all those Patzerei. He
Yeah,
had a
that is
Patzerei in the Königs semifinal
that
where
would
he spilled the
definitely
ball.
that would be something that Germans would say. Can't
Yeah.
expect to get a new contract with all this Patzerei.
Yeah, Germans or Uli Hoeneß would say that. Uli Hoeneß, mit aller seiner Patzerei, wir geben ihm keine neues
Well, Uli
Vertrag.
Hoeneß has said the opposite. He said he doesn't feel like he deserves this criticism. He's still a legend.
Yeah, he is a legend, but he was way out of it. So you saw the Bayern Arsenal game. We said that was the big game, and it was two immovable forces because Arsenal. I think that Arsenal did lose one game in the year, but they were 6 points clear,
Not
and
in
both were undefeated.
not in the Champions League, but in the Premier
Right,
League.
they're both undefeated in the Champions League. It was two immovable objects at the Emirates in London. So Arsenal were the home team. First half, very good game. Arsenal played well, but Kimmich, a great direct goal from Kimmich to Gnabry to Leonard Carl, Germany and Bayern's young new starlet. Here's a side question for you, Bjorn.
Yeah. Is he going to
Will
make
Leonard Carl be at the World Cup this
I
summer?
was just asking this too. Perhaps. I mean, yeah, Nagelsmann is not one to mess around. If you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think he'll start, but I think we also do not have a ton of. I mean, I should ask you. I have not seen a whole lot of him, but he's a 9. No, he's a 10. Where does he play? What's his
He's
position?
a 10. Well, he's been playing as a 10. He's been filling in for Yama Musiala.
Well,
So
I mean,
in the game against Arsenal, he was don't quote me, but I want to say it was like a 4-2-3-1. And he was in the 10 position behind the forward too, behind Gnabry and Kane.
Yeah, I mean that position also has some openings. So yeah, I think maybe.
Yeah, and it's only been a few games, but Leonard Carl is a sensation. The young sensation of Leonard Carl. Bayern München just has another one right off the factory line. Good for them. But anyway, first half,
Maybe
great equalizer, 1-1.
Leonard Carl will be the answer to Lamine Yamal.
Perhaps, if we need one. I don't think they'll cover each other, but you're saying that's our version of Lamine Yamal, you mean?
Yeah, a young, very talented, out of nowhere superstar, budding superstar.
There's a picture of Müller holding him as a baby. Müller as his his godfather. Like how Leo Messi's Lamine Yamal's. Who was it? Leo Messi's Lamine Yamal's godfather?
I got that reference immediately.
Thank you. I'm just joking. We'll talk about Thomas Müller later. But back to London, back to jolly old London. And then in the second half, it was pretty even. Really good game, playing some good chess. But Arsenal really had Vincent Kompany's number. I just thought Mikel Arteta really tactically had the Bayern's number in the second half because they just played a much smarter game. They were able to get that go-ahead goal, and then they got that 3-1 just to finish it. Now, I don't know if Manuel Neuer, because it was just on a quick counter, was it the second or the third goal? Are you remembering? The second or third?
I did not watch this game, I gotta say.
I think it was the second goal, and I think it was like up until that moment. Then when it happened, because it was such a defensible moment, he just was, typical Manuel Neuer standing way out of goal, and then Arsenal just kicked it forward. Player grabbed it, ran him, and Manuel Neuer's like, I have to go at this guy. He has two choices: I have to run back to the goal or go at this guy. So he ran at the guy, missed the ball, and then the Arsenal player got the ball and ran into an open net and was able to get the go-ahead goal. And Arsenal ultimately got their 3 points. And there you go. And Arsenal, between the immovable objects, Bayern moved, and Bayern got their first loss this season, leading into a shaky performance on the weekend as Zampali was leading them quite early. Jimmy Sands and the Zampali boys.
Very late
go-ahead goal for them.
Very late go-ahead goal. Yeah, true.
Yeah, they ended up winning 3-1, but I think third goal was right there at stoppage. But yeah, so Bayern München have been shook, and they will try to keep their heads high as they feel their result in London was a little disappointing. But we'll see if this has any sort of psychological effect, or if they'll keep on churning. And there you go. Get it for Arsenal. Give it up
I
for Arsenal.
mean, but other than that, a very good week for the Germans because
Well, not for Frankfurt. It was mixed.
what?
Frankfurt lost 3-0. Frankfurt lost 3-0 at home to
At
Yunus
home
Musa
against Atlanta. Well, I guess I meant the Tuesday specifically.
Yeah, Tuesday was a good
on Wednesday things went awry, but on Tuesday big wins for both Dortmund and even more so Bayer Leverkusen at Man City.
Oh, yeah, big one.
That is no small thing.
2-0 at Man City, 4-0 versus Villarreal.
Yeah, Man City are not the impenetrable force that they once were, but they're still pretty good. And that was they're still second in the Prem, and so that was a good one. But yeah, then on Wednesday things did not go as well. Frankfurt with the home loss against Atalanta.
Should be noted that Malik Tillman, a big part of that 2-0 victory over Man City at Man City, I believe.
Yeah.
So Malik Tillman still filling the shoes of Bayer Leverkusen and finding his role. So yeah, really positive results for Bayer Leverkusen and Dortmund. Negative results for Bayern and Frankfurt. Bayern, of course, still flying high. And there you go. As the German clubs keep trudging along.
Bochum Bochum got another win. Scored 3 goals early. I got to throw that in. It's a very Jekyll and Hyde kind of team. But got the victory. Sandro Wagner is done in Augsburg.
Yeah,
he got fired. He started with such enthusiasm. We were kind of talking about how he was like prowling the sidelines like a madman in the beginning, and then decided to tone that down. But in the end, that didn't matter. It was just everything got worse in Augsburg under his leadership, and so that's it for him.
All right, that's the way that cookie crumbles. Augsburg had a really, really positive last few seasons, and I guess Sandro Schwarz, not Sandro Schwarz, Sandro Wagner.
Sandro Schwarz is your guy.
Is available.
He's
also available.
You're getting Michael Bradley. That's the news of today.
Well, I was shipping it. I'm so glad Michael Bradley's doing that. He deserves it, and it was written in the stars, meant to be. He did so well. He's a young little super coach, and I'm excited about the Michael Bradley era. He can find his way maybe at Gladbach at some point. Gladbach to get a tie over the weekend.
Well, real quick, I want to go back to you had like his whole career already mapped out.
That's coming.
Ending up at Man United, if I remember correctly. Let's
saving Man United.
Just one step at a time. Yeah, and then
after getting a bronze medal run as the U.S. men's national team coach.
Exactly, bulldoze the Swansea Stadium to avenge his father.
Yeah, he's like, "How dare you!" Let's check it on the Zweite Bundesliga.
Oh, so please, Schalke.
Bochum are in 12th place. Schalke back with a vengeance.
Schalke, are they coming back?
Maybe. Paderborn and Elversberg. The era of Elversberg continues. Hannover in 4th place. They're probably a more traditional club to get promoted. Hertha in 6th. Kaiserslautern 7th. Bochum in 12th place. So they're and Kiel also in 13th place. The bounce back for Bochum and Kiel looking a little tricky. Dusseldorf in 14th. They'll be disappointed. Greuther Fürth also on the bottom. Magdeburg also.
Yeah, Fürth is the team that we won at on the road. 3-0. Yeah, 3-0.
Julian Gressel. Featuring Julian
Gressel. You mean Julian Green, but is he still there?
Julian Green. Got him getting the names mixed up. I'm getting everyone's first names.
That's all right.
Julian Green, midfield, number 37. He was in the starting lineup. He was there, Julian Green.
But he couldn't do anything. But last week we lost at home to Dresden, a similarly kind of bottom team. So it's unclear what's happening in Bochum. I don't think we're going to be fighting for a promotion spot. But what do you think? Schalke back in the Bundesliga? Are they ready?
Well, they deserve to be. They are Traditionsverein. They're a big club and a big stadium. A team like them deserves to be in the top flight. Let's see if they can make it. Just like Hamburg made their way after many years on top flight. Hamburg got themselves a great 2-1 victory over Stuttgart over the weekend. Dennis Undav with the lone goal.
Yeah.
Big win. Hamburg. Dortmund got a big win against Bayer Leverkusen over the weekend. That was the big sort of
Yeah, on the road. Yeah, that's true. Also, but I mean, it's a race for second at this point.
Yeah.
Leipzig, Dortmund, Leverkusen are all fighting for second because Bayern, it looked shaky against St. Pauli, but still pulled it out. St. Pauli and Mainz, what's going on? Heidenheim got a big win on the road at Union Berlin, and that catapulted them off last place into 16th, and now St. Pauli and Mainz are in the relegation spots.
Yeah, Mainz such a after so many positive seasons, they need to pull out there. But do they still have that Bo Svensson guy as coach? Bo Henriksen. Bo Henriksen. I'm changing up everybody's name here. I'm getting everyone's right.
He's still there, yeah, but for how much longer? I mean, last place. Because Gladbach is kind of turning things around. Both of the promoted teams, Köln and HSV, are both for now pretty safely in midfield. So unclear who's getting relegated.
Yeah. I wanted to find a quote for you. I read an article today. Kicker interviewed the Köln coach, Eugen Polanski, I think. No.
Eugen Polanski.
No, the other one, Thomas Krakowski.
He's the Gladbach guy.
Yeah, sorry.
He's the Gladbach interim coach, but I mean, how are they going to replace him? He's doing great.
Lukas Kwasniak. And the quote he had, which I'd love to find here, man, for me. I want to read this quote out, and I want you to tell me how you interpret it.
Okay. He's the coach of 1. FC Köln.
That's right.
In case you missed it. In case you missed that turn in the cavernous mind of Stefan Schnitzel.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Das Motto hieß Friss oder stirb und ich bin gestorben. That's not the quote. That's just in the thing.
What? Friss oder stirb und ich bin gestorben?
Yeah, that's just
what does that refer to?
I think that was his time at Paderborn because they hired him from Paderborn. I'm going to go into my thingy here, my Abo, and it was.
This is German Fußball magazine Kicker.
Yeah, I have a subscription this year, which I'm really excited about because it goes in depth. And
yeah, that's a good. It's good.
All right.
What are we? What are we doing?
Vamp for me. I'm trying to get in the thing, but it won't let me. I have problems logging in. Okay, the quote was something like, something about the players in Köln. The thing is the realism. Gosh, why won't it let me log in? Hold on. Vamp. I'm so unprepared.
All right. So we are now speculating about what Lukas Kwasniok may have said, how to interpret it.
Why won't it let me in? Fudge.
This is well, we already spoken about Michael Bradley.
I'm cutting this thing. Pretty much there was an interview with Köln coach.
We're going to do some actual editing.
And it kind of made me laugh because I'm like, is Köln doing that well? And they're not doing amazing.
I mean, for a promoted team, they're doing quite well.
Yeah.
I would say they're doing quite well. I mean, in the beginning, they were like in fourth for a while. Like now, of course, the mean regressing to the mean. But he had a good start. Why? He was sounding overconfident?
No. I just thought it was interesting how they're like, oh, he had this philosophy on their success and stuff. And it's like, yeah, I don't know, mid-table right now. And he said the thing. Maybe that's God. I wish I could remember that quote. You know what? Pretend there was no quote. No
Okay.
point. Holmes Midtail.
All
This guy
right.
for Hundwolf. It won't let me
So
log
the
in. I don't know what my password
Kicker
is.
Kicker is screwing you.
Could
Well,
swear.
I mean, should I can talk about my sadness. Should we talk about my sadness? You
Is
know,
it
it's like
time we do the other big showdown? Features the big German Thomas Müller. He came. Oh, here we go. Finally, it took forever. What the heck is this?
oh,
Save.
we're going back with
Okay.
Lucas Kwasniok now.
Back with Lucas Kwasniok. Okay. Come on now. My computer's doing something weird. My computer's saying I don't have an internet connection. Isn't that weird? All right.
That would be weird because it seems like you do.
What is going on here? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. All right. You
Okay.
ready?
All right. Here we go. Lucas Kwasniok.
Das Ding ist er. Der größte Feind
Der größte
des
Feind.
Kellners ist der Realismus. Das Ding ist er. Das größte Feind des Kellners ist der Realismus.
Des was? No.
Realismus.
What was the previous word?
Der größte Feind
Der größte
des
Feind, the
Kellners.
biggest enemy
Des Kellners.
des Kölners. Oh, of the Cologne, of the people of Cologne.
Ist der
Is der
Realismus.
Oh, to be realistic is the biggest enemy?
Yeah. What does that quote mean, do you think?
I need
Spoken by Lucas Kwasniok.
I need a little bit more context.
Okay, here we go. Zur kölschen Kultur gehören besonders große emotionale Ausschläge, auch bei Enttäuschung. Wie gehen Sie damit um? That's the question. You want to translate that? Quick translate.
So the Cologne temperament is very emotional. So there's a lot of there's highs and lows are very emotional, and he has, I think this coach Lucas, he has shown this on the bench. He has he's been wearing the jersey. He's a very emotional guy. So I guess he says this is the Cologne way, and the biggest enemy of the Cologne way is to be realistic.
Well, let me read his answer. So, wie gehen Sie damit um means how do you deal with that, right? How do you control that or whatever?
Yeah. How does he deal with the emotionality of the Cologne people, of the Cologne culture?
And then this is what his response is. Lucas Kwasniok. Egal. Bei welchem Verein du Spieler verlierst, Egal. Bei welchem Verein du Spieler verlierst, sind die Leute nicht besonders gut drauf.
Okay. Yeah. In any club, if you lose games, people are unhappy.
Die Wucht ist in Köln mit Sicherheit eine andere, aber die Enttäuschung ist die gleiche.
Okay. So this is no different in Cologne, except it's more intense.
What is die Wucht?
Die Wucht is like the blast.
The blast? Does that mean
weight,
the feelings?
The weight, perhaps. The weight. Yeah, I guess that's the
Das Ding ist
force,
er.
The force, the weight.
Wucht.
Die Wucht. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up the actual translation.
That's okay. And then it goes, das Ding ist er. Der größte Feind des Kölners ist der Realismus. Why am I having problems saying that word? Can you say it? Realismus?
Der größte Feind des Kölners ist der Realismus.
Realismus.
Ja.
Deswegen weise ich, wie eben erwähnt, gerne darauf hin, dass der FC in den letzten 32 Jahren die Saison nur 3-mal auf einem einstelligen Platz beendet hat.
Okay. So over the last however many years, Cologne only ended in a single-digit place in the table 3 times. So, you know, so they're very so the expectations are high, people are emotional, and even though they haven't achieved very much, and so realism is the enemy. So we got to just be emotional and hope for the best.
Well, there you go. There you go, Colin. There you go, Hans Wolf, Colin fans. A little taste from your coach, demanding that you guys punch above your weight and feeding into the high expectations of the Colner support. He's saying all the right things, Mr. Company Man. Good for him. Good for him. So there you go. That was the little touching on the Colin interview today at Kicker. Now let's move on with Thomas Müller, Canada's darling. He got it through. There was a viral video today of him hugging his injured teammate because he couldn't run on the field. Thomas Müller, the cheerleader, the guy. Now, Bjorn, I have a question for you. This is a tough question for German, but I have a question for you. If Thomas Müller never came to Vancouver, do you feel they'd be an MLS Cup final this year as well?
Possibly, because they were pretty good even prior to his arrival. I don't think. I mean, this is hard to. I don't. I mean, I don't. They probably don't beat LAFC without Müller in the playoffs. Maybe, I don't know, but no. The other thing, the rain on the parade thing, is that he doesn't look 100%. He looks like he's got a little knock, and he got taken out the last 2 games. And he said he has some leg thing. He says it's not a big deal, but you can tell he's not 100%.
Thankfully, he only has 1 game left, so they can put a little steroid shot in there. And B, it's also on natural grass because it's in Florida. For whatever reason, I thought they were going to Vancouver, but no, they're going to Florida because Inter Miami, despite finishing 3rd or 4th place,
it's the better record.
Had more points.
The East was dramatically better this year than the West. So even I think the first 4 teams were better than, well, maybe not Charlotte. No, the first 3 teams were better than the best West team. So yeah, if
Miller's going to Disneyland, literally, they're going down to Disney World in Florida.
That's in Orlando. That's not Miami.
Oh, same state. And then they're going down to Miami to play Lionel Messi and the boys in their home, in their stadium.
Don't be so excited about that. Oh, we're just going to skip over okay, that's fine, I guess. I don't need to talk.
No, I'm just talking about the final. Now, Vancouver Whitecaps defeated San Diego pretty heftily, 4-1, I believe, in San Diego to get there. And then Inter Miami also
a very, very big early lead, stunned the crowd and the team, and they did not. Inter Miami also. What do you mean also? No, this was not the same.
It was tighter. You're saying the 5-1?
It was tighter. It was closer than the result would suggest. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not saying we could have won, but it was pretty close. We had.
You're saying that was the closest 5-1 you've ever seen. Like a true fan, you just said it was pretty close. It was a 4-goal gap.
It was upsetting, man. It was upsetting. I'm not gonna. We didn't play well. I mean, that's it was very. We gave up these 2 goals in the first half. It was very uncharacteristic. They were pretty fluky goals, and we've been very good defensively. We were not good in that game. We had the second goal. We got into it. I mean, Miami will do this. And they did this in Citi Field. Rodrigo DePaul got a fine afterwards for simulation. And these guys are just relentless.
He had the best assist on Saturday, though. Did you see that? The backheel assist?
That was Jordi Alba.
Wait a minute. But Rodrigo DePaul finished it, though, right?
No, it was...
I thought Rodrigo DePaul did that backheel assist.
No, it was Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba running... That was the ultimate humiliation because Suarez was coming off the bench. Ever since they've taken Suarez out of the starting lineup, Miami has gotten a lot better because this is like
Allende can play.
Yeah, he had a hat trick. But no, I'm talking about the general shenanigans that Inter Miami specializes in, like just getting at the ref. And they got into it with Maxi Morales 30 minutes in. Messi was upset. I mean, and then the referee kind of just stayed out of it weirdly. and then just kind of restarted the game before we were set, and that's when the second goal came, another very fluky goal, and then we got one back with Justin Haag, and then in the second half, Julian Fernandez came off the bench, had a great chance, and Miami goalie saved, and then in the other direction, they scored the 3-1. So at that point, the game was over. But if we tie it, then everything's different. But the Jordi Alba assist was because when Suarez came off the bench, I was texting my friend. I was like, this is going to be the ultimate humiliation if Suarez scores one off the bench, and he didn't. But then Jordi Alba, like running full speed at his 48 years old, however old he is, looking like his hamstrings are going to pop any minute, but still making it past Kevin O'Toole and giving this heel assist, and we just looked like a high school team at that point. It was very sad.
Yeah. Can't believe Jordi Alba got past the Kevin O'Toole. It's crazy. Well, there you go.
That's Irish international Kevin O'Toole to you.
Yeah, it's World Cup winner. It's like 3-time World Cup winner Jordi Alba to you.
Yeah, but he's like 110 years old anyway. He should not be out sprinted by Jordi Alba at this point in his life. But I guess that's what happened.
But you had Maxi Morales. I remember there was that one moment in the box where Maxi Morales just did not have pace, and it just showed if he had a little more pace, he probably would have gotten a goal earlier in the game. But there you go. I mean, you should be lucky.
If you rely on Maxi Morales' pace, and that's not it. But we were.
You had a run to the.
It was frustrating. It was a frustrating game to watch because we had a good game plan. Messi was very quiet for a lot of the game, and but we just didn't play well. And so but I mean, obviously, this was a good run. We were happy to be there, but this was a frustrating game to watch. And the only victory, my team made me proud. After the final whistle, nobody asked Messi for his shirt, and that was a victory right there.
Well, on the field, yeah, they probably got it afterwards. Just like Kalen Kyle ripped apart the Cincy players.
It's no good. It's no good. This this respect. I mean, we had Matthias. We had this happen a couple. When was it? 2 years ago. Matthias Pellegrino posted on his Instagram about how he got Messi's shirt, and this is the greatest moment of his career. Come on.
I know, just lost 6-0.
Yeah,
I know. You gotta do that privately. You don't share it. You do it privately. But whatever. Players are gonna do whatever they want. They're just here for the party. Speaking of the party, MLS finishes the last MLS game of the season as the MLS Cup final next Saturday at the perfect TV time of 11:30 a.m. in the morning, and it will be Canada's Müller versus America's.
They're playing 11. Oh, your time.
My time. I guess it'll be 2:30 p.m. for you, right?
2:30 p.m. our time. In Miami. Oh, that's terrible.
That's terrible. I don't know
yeah, we need the calendar change, man. This is just is anybody still tuned in? I mean, my team was still going, so I'm paying attention, but I don't know. Do people care?
I will be watching it next weekend. MLS Cup, Vancouver and Thomas Muller. Do Vancouver and Thomas Muller have a chance, do you think? Or do you think it's finally Messi and the boys' year with that bonkers coach they hired? They're shoving all in our face, and they're about to win MLS Cup.
Well, I mean,
because quality rings true.
I mean, they got it together. They got it. I will say they got it. They have a lot of. I mean, they made the right decisions. Like benching Suarez was good. They've changed out their goalie. They've changed out a lot of their midfield. I mean, they finally found something that works. I don't know. They're still vulnerable defensively. But they have that emotional intensity because Busquets and Alba are going to be done. This is going to be their last game. So they're going to want to win. They seem fully engaged. But I don't know. I mean, I thought we had a chance too. I thought, they're not a big pressing team. They're not a super fast. Their midfield is pretty. It's not like you're always going to get chances against them. And that Vancouver team, the wingers are pretty dynamic. So I don't know if Müller's 100%. I don't know. I think they could maybe do it, but Miami are the favorite, definitely.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough game, but I, for one, am definitely rooting for Thomas Muller and the Vancouver boys.
No, I'm a White
I'm
Caps
hoping
fan.
for Canada to get their title before the World Cup. I'm hoping for the Muller time, the Mullerai, to just sweep Canada. I want a Muller fever up in Canada. I hate to be rooting against America, but Messi in Miami doesn't feel America anyway. They're more their own party down there. All right. I think it's going to be a fun game to round up our MLS season. And by this time next week, something I'm really excited about, Bjorn,
Yeah.
we will know the World Cup groups.
Oh, yeah. And then we get to think again about spending too much money on tickets. Now, are they selling that many tickets at these rates? This is still unbelievable to me, but I guess we'll find out more.
I don't know. It's a big
Everybody
mystery.
keeps saying how the prices are only going to go up. I don't know. I guess I'm skeptical that the first two levels of MetLife Stadium on a weekday afternoon are selling out at $1,000 a pop. I don't know. We're going to see. Yeah, Germany's in. We're going to see what the groups are. Germany just made it into pot one. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Definitely excited about finding out the straw. And where are they going to play?
Germany is rumored to be base camped in Kansas City.
What?
I'll keep you posted on that for a long time now. I don't
know.
They've been rumored.
They want no distractions.
Well, it is literally essentially located in North America. So it is location-wise, it does make sense. And then B, Kansas City built this whole complex.
On the other hand, it's potentially far from anywhere you might play. But
yeah, well, we have, like I said, they have to see where the group is. Maybe they'll go to Vancouver to be like, Vancouver's loving the German. We should go up to Vancouver.
Thomas Muller is going to show everybody around. Yeah.
Yeah, or go to Florida because Germans love Florida. Go to California. Germans love California, right?
Germans love New York. Germans are everywhere. So
if you
Kansas City, Germans love it everywhere except Kansas City.
if you talk to the German national team and say, "Do you guys want to be in New York, Miami, or Los Angeles?" I would argue that they'll probably bet Miami first, Los Angeles second, New York third.
But Rudi Völler then went like, psych, Kansas City it is.
Kansas City, baby. That's where we're going. Quiz, Bjorn. Where was the German
democracy?
That's how democracy works. It's cheaper there. No, I think Kansas City actually has like these tax breaks and they're subsidizing it. That's why I thought Germany was going to get it. Because the German Bund is broke and the Kansas City opportunities seem like a good money saving opportunity.
Everybody needs a break, but FIFA ain't giving any.
Nope. No, they're not. They're charging $1,000 ticket. Quiz, Bjorn. Where was Germany stationed during the 1994 World Cup?
In Chicago, no?
That's correct. In Oak Park, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago.
Okay.
From Chicago.
I do remember that.
Maybe they'll go back to Chicago. Who knows?
Too windy.
Way too windy. Way too windy. Honest question, if you were the team chef, you're the Oliver Bierhoff of Germany, general manager.
Is fella now, or does he not have that job?
I don't know. I don't think we ever knew what Oliver Bierhoff did. Rudi Völler is kind of that, I think. I think he's more. I think they merged the jobs together and then cut the salary in half.
Okay.
Let's say you're the Oliver Bierhoff, the Rudi Völler of Germany. Where do you set up base camp for the German national team this summer?
I mean, it really depends on where they're playing. This is
all right, I'll give you the games. I'll give you the game. Game 1, Vancouver. Game 2, Miami. Game 3 is in Mexico City.
That's insane. That's not allowed. Those are too far apart from each other. That can't be it. Nobody can.
Are they doing it regionally, do you think?
Nobody can have that schedule. That is way too much travel. Vancouver and Miami, that's like literally the farthest from it could be.
Yeah, why do you think I chose it? I guess I do.
Yeah, I guess if that's it, then yeah. I mean, then it doesn't matter where you go.
Yeah, but Kansas City makes sense. Kansas City makes sense.
It doesn't though, because then I would still pick one of these 3 cities because then at least you don't travel for one of them. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, this is a crazy scenario that you're describing. But then even then, I wouldn't then pick yet another 4th place that's even further away from everywhere.
Well, how about this? How about this then? Logistics, honestly. let's say Germany plays a game in Vancouver, Seattle, and San Francisco, right?
Okay. San Francisco.
But-
Those are not all San Francisco is not a venue.
Oh, it isn't?
I don't think so.
Sure.
Is it?
All right, let's pretend it's LA, Seattle, and Vancouver.
Okay.
So I'm 99% certain on 3 venues. However, the knockout games are on the East Coast. If they make the knockout rounds, they're going to be in Boston, New York, and New York, or whatever. Or whatever the East Coast venues are. Should they move to a different base camp second way through the thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Of course. You're not going to fly back and forth after a game like if you have.
In Brazil, they kept flying up to their island from wherever they were, and they had to take a bus on a boat that went to an island every game.
Well,
the whole summer, I think.
I guess they should go back to that island because they won. They won that
one.
So might as well go back there because it's like if you're going to get on a plane for every game anyway.
In the U.S., we're also so far away from other games.
Yeah, maybe perhaps just another country, Costa Rica. Why not like just hang in Costa Rica between games? I mean, it's not that much further.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So your plan is for them to base camp in Costa Rica,
if the Brazilian island is not available,
which I'm sure it is. All right, well there you have it. We got the new groups coming up. World Cup fever is slowly creeping up.
I don't know.
Is this ticket's a scam?
The FIFA really are turning me off. But
we got Pokal this week. Hamburg play Kiel and then the others.
Oh, such a big one.
And then next week wraps our MLS season. That's the big news. And then you get us to the Bundesliga 24/7 after that. World Cup and Bundesliga.
You didn't want to talk about NYCFC roster decisions? All right. Be that way.
We can save that for you mean the off season? Well, we can save that for our preview show.
Just announced Thiago Martins is going to be back. That was a question mark.
Oh, sweet.
Justin Hack is a free agent, but hopefully we got to pay whoever. We don't even know who our sporting director is. David Lee went to Kansas City to make way for the Germans. We don't even know who's making these decisions, but pay Justin Hack, whoever it is. Pay Justin Hack.
He deserves it. He had a good game. He actually had a good game against Miami, I believe.
He had a great game.
Didn't he get the one goal?
He scored the goal, yeah.
Scored that goal.
Hey, apparently previous sporting director David Lee told him that he was not a 34-game season starter. And that is incorrect. He started every game this season. So he started more than 34. So pay him. Pay Justin.
Pay your Americans. That's what I say. Pay them. Pay the man. Pay the man. All right. That was this week's edition of the Schnitzel Boys. We'll see you all next week. Where we'll either be cheering on Vancouver or lamenting the fact that Inter Miami got their title. But we're cheering the fact that Messi finally got his title, right? He needs to get a title.
Wonderful. Poor guy.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers.